At the end of the last episode, we were going to buy a car. We had about 18 grand to spend, but we've just been announced Player of the Month, so that gets us an extra 5 grand from the SPFL. So we're looking through a few cars, and we did buy a car for 20 grand. What one was it? It's going to be this Ubermax Sentinel convertible. We're going to get it in orange, because you know that's the good colour. But we're going to drive to our next game on the A77 up to Glasgow, away to Celtic. So let's go. For my first car, it's a pretty good car, and as you can see, we're driving it nice and fine. We don't need to get lifts from anyone. We don't need to get lifts from Stevie Smith or Chris Boyd. We've got our own apartment, our own car, and we're ready to live like independently. So here we are in our first, big game of the season. We're against Celtic. Obviously we versed Hibs and Hearts, they're two good clubs, but we're against Celtic, and McDonald there with a bit of a weird catch. He kind of caught it with one hand from the free kick, but it was a good save anyway. Skills that now on the ball, and he gets taken out by Scott Brown, and he didn't like that one. Scott Brown, obviously being Scott Brown, the nuisance that he is. Not the nuisance, that's the wrong word. I'm trying to think of a polite word for him. The ball bag that he is. Anyway, he took us out. We get the ball back from our own free kick, and Mackenzie gets it. Scott Brown gets in front of us, so we take Scott Brown out, and that's a bit of payback. He's down, hurt, and we're going to get a yellow card for that, and it was worth it. He got a yellow card for his, and I get a yellow card for mine, so it's worth it. We got Scott Brown back. He wasn't getting away with that one. So, look at him holding his leg. He can't hack it, wee man. We had the ball as well. Mackenzie actually won the ball back. Then we Celtic with a corner, and as Dembele to control it and have a shot, but McDonald saves that quite comfortably, and he's going to put that one up, and that is going to be half time. So I mean, 0-0 at half time. There wasn't too much going on in this half, but we're still going to try and get something out of this game. A draw isn't good enough. We're going for the win, but Mackenzie on the ball, gives it up to Skilza, and it gets by Simonovic. Skilza gets it and turns. He goes into the box, tries for the cut across, but it doesn't work out, and Mackenzie with a header, and it gets cleared out. That was our best chance of the half, or the whole game, but it was kind of Skills' muck up. Sinclair now on the ball, and he plays it through to Dembele. He has a shot, McDonald with a save, and then with another shot, McDonald with another save. A great double save there by McDonald. That was outstanding. But McGregor now on the ball for Celtic in the 62nd minute. Dembele on the ball. He goes by Skilza because he had to track back for one of the midfielders who didn't track back, and Celtic go on and score. McGregor taps that one in, and that's not the best goal to concede. It's not the best looking from Skilza. Poor defending. We can all tell why he is a striker, because Dembele went by him far too easily there. So Celtic are 1-0 up, and away to Celtic, it's not going to be the easiest way back, because we've not done really that well this game, and it's not looking as if we're going to score. It's not looking too well for us, but McGregor gives it into Scott Brown. Scott Brown with a bit of time in the midfield gives it up to Dembele. Dembele back to McGregor. McGregor holds on to it, and it gets tackled, but then Frezzo in the middle there gives it away cheaply to McGregor, who has a first time shot. That one goes wide. Skills are now back on the ball with a fake shot, gets a bit of luck as he goes by Lustig. Lustig failed to tackle me, kinda tackled me, but kinda gave it back to me. But from the attack, we actually lose the ball, and Celtic win it back. Simonovic punts it upfield, and it is Armstrong to control it and take it down now. Celtic on the attack. We've got a 2-on-1 situation here. Scott Brown is going to lay off to Dembele, and he's going to finish it. 2-0 down against Celtic as Kilmarnock. It's not looking too well, and I think the manager went on all-out attack. We didn't really need to. We're only on one. We're only one behind, but now that's a whole lot harder to get back from 2-0 behind. But yeah, Celtic now in the attack again with Dembele, but Celtic end up losing it, and we get the ball back. Frezzo into Paul into Broadfoot. Broadfoot into Skilza, and Mackenzie now on it, holding off Scott Brown, and he holds him off, gives it back to Dicker into Frezzo, but then he tries to give it to Skilza. It's a poor pass, and Skilza takes out Bitten. It's already done a yellow card. We know what's going to happen. Skilza getting his second yellow card and getting a red card, his first sending off in his whole professional career, and against Celtic as well. So the game actually finished 2-0 to Celtic as expected, and we're going to be picking up a 1-match suspension. We're going to get a message from the Aberdeen board and saying that they don't like how we're getting so many bookings, but that's only 2 bookings really. And so yeah, we're going to miss this game against Aberdeen, but we're going to choose not to go and watch the match. We're going to go and relax a bit, play a bit of golf, take my mind off things. It was a bit heated last game with the likes of Scott Brown and that, so I wanted to just kind of play it fine. And talking of fine, we got a £100 red card fine from the SPFL, so that's a bit, I think that's a bit much, but considering the wage we're on, it doesn't really damage our wage budget or our money budget. I don't know, our budget. So yeah, we ended up losing to Aberdeen 3-0. That's our heaviest defeat of the season, our second defeat in the season. We're 2 in a row, so we want to get back on winning terms against Hamilton, away to Hamilton. A long drive up to Hamilton from Kilmarnock, but we're going to get things kicked off in the 8th minute with Dicker giving it on to Skilza with a poor pass, but it comes to Mackenzie anyway, and Smith then gives it into Skilza back to Smith. Smith's going to take the shot on first time, but that was, what was that? He must have mishit that. But Mackenzie now on the attack again, and he gives it to Smith over on the right hand side to Burke into Skilza onto Stevie Smith again. No, it's Mackenzie actually, off to Stevie Smith now, who has a shot with his weak foot, but that one goes wide. Now on the attack is Paul, playing it through to Skilza down the wing. Skilza cuts inside on his right foot, has a shot, keeper saves it, comes to Burke, he hits it, got blocked, comes back to him, and he puts that one into the back of the net, and that's the first goal of the season for Chris Burke. I may be wrong there, but it's the first goal of this episode for Kilmarnock anyway, as we got beat 2-0 by Celtic and 3-0 by Aberdeen, which are not the best results, but onto this game, and we're 1-0 up against Hamilton, which is a good result so far anyway. We need to keep it going. And now Hamilton trying to attack, but Stevie Smith intercepts the pass onto Paul, and Paul gives it up to Skilza, but that is going to be half time, and we're going to go into the break 1-0 up, so that is all good. We've not got a yellow card, so we're doing better than what we were last game. And now Bingham on the ball for Hamilton. He's going to go into the box and have a shot with his left foot, but he can't get that one on target. He was trying to pick out that top corner. Skilza now in the ball in the 63rd minute, plays it up to Mackenzie. Mackenzie turns with the ball, gives it back to Skilza. Skilza way too strong for Donati as he gets by him. And now Skilza on the attack. He's going to play it in the path of Mackenzie, who has a shot. Woods makes a good save there, down to his left hand side, and I think Burke just slipped there. So yeah, now on the attack again, Mackenzie tries to play it through to Skilza, but he fails to do so, and it is Hamilton on the attack. Crawford gives it up to Babby, or Biabi, however you say it, but it gets given up to Docherty. Docherty with time to get by his man, gives it through to Biabi, and he should have made that one each right there, but we're back in the attack, but we give it away again. Mackenzie with another misplaced pass, but it is Kilty to get the interception, and we get the foul actually, so it Skilza over the free kick. We're just going to play a 1-2 here with, I think that's Kilty again, no it's Jones, and Skilza gets it back, going to drive into the defence, have a shot, Woods makes a good save, and, well, a decent save, and Hamilton end up clearing that. Now it's David Templeton on the ball, on the counter attack for Hamilton. It's 3-on-2 in the middle. David Templeton swings it in to McCannon, I think it was McKinnon, and he hits it on the volley. The keeper makes a great save. In the dying moments of this game, Skilza on the ball, he jumps over the slide tackle, comes to Kilty, Kilty gives it through to Skilza, he's in the box, cuts inside on his right foot. Skilza getting his 8th goal of the season, I do believe, and his 9th professional career goal. So in the 90th minute now we're going to go for another goal, and Jones with a poor pass there, but it gets cleared away, and that's going to be full time. So we'll get the 3 points and a win and 2 losses. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. So we do get our usual plus 3,600, plus 3,600 because that's over 2 weeks, and the minus 100 overall for the essentials. So that's what's left on just under 13 grand, and that's going to be the end of the episode. Long drive back from Hamilton, so hope you guys did enjoy it. If you like it, please leave a like, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.